Chosen ones, at this time, you are really seeing it for what it really is. And this is for people, places, and things. You are seeing it for what it really is now. God has lifted the veil, and you are awakened. You are awakened, and now you're seeing it just beyond. You're not looking at it. You're not seeing it through. It's not. You're not seeing it in a carnal way. You're seeing it beyond that. You're looking at it through your spiritual eyes. God has revealed, now that you are awakening with God, since you have been awakening, God has revealed all the snakes and the hidden enemies that you call friend, family, and so forth. God has revealed that to you. And usually when God does this, he's about to bless you, but he don't want the wrong people to be connected to the blessing that he's giving you. And some of these folks that you have around you, this is a choice that you have to make. Because if you continue to stay, and God has told you to separate from them, and you haven't separated from them, these folks could be blocking your blessing. And the reason that all this is being exposed now is because it is truly your time. It's your time. This is your season. And it's time for you to take your position. No longer will you be in the back of the line. You're being moved to the front of the line. So this is your time. This is a season where, this is why, and I spoke about this in previous videos, where God, he crushes us, and he does that where we're being ostracized, and it's because he's trying to build our strength for what he has called us to do and what the calling is. And what God has for you it's tailor-made just for you. So this is why he has us go through the setbacks and being crushed, being gang stalked, being talked about, constantly being ridiculed, because he is building our strength. Because as you elevate, you're going to have to be able to handle it. It's going to get, you're going to have to deal with giants, stronger devils that you're going to have to deal with. And you have to be able to handle that type of pressure. And this is why God had us go through that period of being crushed, so that way we will be able to handle that as we're ascending. No longer are you going to be deceived anymore. Because before, people would just use you as a come up, and you played right into their scheme. But now that everything is being exposed and the veil has been lifted, you're able to discern pretty much right away, for the most part, um, what this person is about, beyond what they're trying to portray. And I'm going to say this, in this season, you need to be careful because the enemy is going to hit you where you're weak at. We all have a weakness. So the enemy is going to use that to pull, to get you to, I'm going to say two things on that. To get you to completely give up, or to throw a curveball at you to get you, to slow you, put you like 2 steps backwards on what you've been and what God has called you to do, and to just throw you off in that manner, if that makes sense. So this is where you have to really be in commune with the Most High, and this is what I'm picking up from the Holy Spirit. This is going to be a challenging, but you're going to have to starve your flesh. That is something that you definitely need to be in prayer. Also, the enemy will use tactics to try to get you out of character in this season. So this is where you have to not lean into your own understanding and continue to be in prayer and to develop a daily prayer routine in this season. Because the enemy does not, this is why the enemy's been trying to, throughout your whole life, been trying to come against you, all types of attacks, your finances, your health, because he did not want you to get to this point where you're at, and does not want you to fulfill what God has called you to do. Because what is the job of the enemy? The job of the enemy is to steal, kill, and to destroy. So this is where you have to be sober-minded. So that is my message for you. Stay prayed up. God bless.